Hey everyone, how are you all doing? Yes, I'm back again with another GBA mod. Now this one's going to be not as detailed as this one that I did previously, though I'm probably going to need to use that. This one's my full proper one. This one's going to be a bit more tricky because I'm going to be putting on this. I don't need those membranes. This Minish caps shell. Now, as far as I know, this and this backlit kit were meant to be compatible. I was told they were compatible by a certain company, but unfortunately they are not. So I'm going to have to see if I can make it work. Now I think I can, and I'm fairly confident. Now, I'm going to stick to the stock stuff. I know I've been doing some fairly stock stuff, like my last DMGs were just the basic popular ones, though I picked my own buttons. But it's Minish caps. I have to use the yellow buttons. Oh, I've got these installed pre now. But yeah, screws, buttons, membranes, shell is good. Again, this is not necessarily fitted for that, but I do want a rechargeable battery. If it's too much of a hassle, I will just put the terminals back in, because good thing I love about the GBA batteries, rechargeable battery mod, is they are very simple, very good to install. There's no soldering, and they can be easily removed. And I mean easily, and I will show you how that's done, just in case you guys want to put one in and then take one out if it doesn't fit right. Because with this one, it's perfect alignment when it sits in the back. This one may bulge a little bit. Again, I was given certain information, I trusted it, but I'm going to persevere. Because I'm mainly trying to have fun with this stuff. That's why it's called amateur builds, because I am most definitely an amateur. Not really, but I'm new to this stuff. So, the custom lens, what you need for this, the IPS screen in there, some brackets, and wires for a little bit of soldering, not too much. Benefit for this IPS kit, this is just a basic one, you do not have to solder. So you don't have to do the soldering bit of this. You can just slip this in, turn it on. It should be at max brightness. The soldering is for if you wish to adjust the brightness. Now again, I don't know how that's going to work with this. But first time doing it, first time trying it, we're going to have fun. I will be doing the soldering. Now, this lovely... Oh, I already had a game there. I don't want to use my original Ruby as my test. Now, this lovely thing, when I got it, I didn't know was pre-modded. If you notice, there's a light up there. This thing has a front light. Let me turn up the sound. Let me just load up modded Emerald game. Yeah, so this thing I think has the SP front light screen put into a GBA, which is really cool. As far as I can tell, this is not a collector edition thing. This is something someone has made. I hope I'm not wrecking a collector edition one, but worst case scenario, I can easily just put things back the way they were. Chat, if this is a collector one, let me know now so I can stop the stream and video and I will not do anything about it. But yeah. What, be needing batteries? Oh, I might need batteries to test. Alright. Let's start gutting it. I'm going to move this stuff over here. Oh, what did I move? Torchic. I think I random... Oh, no, that's the mod one that has 100% of the Pokedex. That is Emerald Perfect that you just saw, so I technically get all the starters. I've already started that game. But yeah, like I said, my main worry was this is a collectible, but as far as I've looked up, there is no front lit Game Boy Advance, and I could see some spacing between the edges that looks like this screen put in new. and I can just sort of see some pressing up here where it doesn't necessarily mean... It's not necessarily meant to have been put into this thing. That one. But how are you doing, Pokenuts? Do. Yes, you're gonna be noticing I do things like a caveman. I am very old school type person for this, mainly because I'm old. But yeah, like I have a lot of people telling me I need to get all this upgraded equipment and we have all this new tech, and I'm just like, I have a magnifying glass though. I'm not pressing this down on the plate like a lot of people do. I tend to brace it with my hand and pull up a little bit, because I don't like pushing down on a screen and on buttons, even if it's got the lens. I just personally don't like it. Giving me a bit of trouble here. There you go. Don't think I did them right. It's been a year. Yeah, that's how it works. Yeah, how are you doing, Objected? Welcome. You don't usually come to my tech work streams. I tend to do tech work and I tend to do gaming, so if you're watching this on YouTube, you should see a couple of my... Oh, no, that one did come out. This one's just refusing. It'll come out when it comes out. But yeah, I do gaming as well, guys. If you wish to see that, there's some videos. And obviously give me the follow on Twitch if you want to see me live. Let's actually use... Yeah! Well, here's the thing. I've been thinking about... I've been really sad because I've been wanting, actually, a new Luigi's Mansion. I've been wanting to do it, and I'm wondering if I should go back to some of the old Luigi's Mansion games and see if I can play those. Loose, why did you want to come out? You'll come out with the screen. I'm tired of making you. Tool locationing is important. Oh, wow. Didn't finish you off. What the heck? You're loose. Yeah, you're loose. Okay, now I'm confused. This screw does not want to... At least this screw's come out. Let's get you guys out of the way. Why is that screw stuck? It's even cracked on the shell. But I'm looking in it from the top. This was not done right. I'm glad I'm reshelling you. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. Anyways, dunk, dunk, dunk. You out. You out. Where? You stay, I think, because I don't think we'll give it a new one of those. Budget getting tight, so more... No, that's good. I hope you do find something good for yourself, Perkinuts. He's getting... Ooh, that might be good. Doing number 2 on the Switch port. Yes, that sounds like a fantastic idea. Do I need to get my orange one? Nope, or the right one. You notice I'm putting all the screws together. That's because we obviously got the new pack with the new screws. You're missing. Yeah, whoever did this did a meh job, because now you're missing a screw. I can make do without it, but that's still annoying. Yeah. This is definitely a mod job. I'm so glad I set this up. You're not hot enough? You should be hot enough. Let's turn you up. Okay. Well, let's take... Actually, no, I want to get this wire off first. Do I want to replace the speaker on this one? No, I think I'll keep you. I'll let that warm up. I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab something. But yeah, obviously this wiring is not normal. This is meant to pop straight out. So, yeah. Sorry to wreck someone else's mod job, but I need this unit for my own. Okay. Yeah, you're hot. Do I need to get flux for this? There we go. Now, the one thing I hope to not see here so these look like they are power control and contact control, because I think I'm going to be using the same spot. Okay. Now, as long as the person who modded this, didn't remove any components, this should work right. When I bought this as it was meant to be an original. But obviously, if no one's looked into it and opened it inside and looked inside, no one's going to know that this thing's been... This is paper tape. Why would you use paper tape and not Cathon tape? What the hell is wrong with people? Yeah, and you can see this thing was cracked. That's why it wasn't working right. Alright, membranes come out. Actually, you can stay. I don't need to do anything to this. This can stay as is. All I need is this. I don't even need the screen. Yeah, you're over there. I might keep that because I think that is a special screen. Now, doesn't look like anything's been heavily modified, so this should work. But let's try it. So I'll need... So, alright. I'll explain the battery thing quickly. This is the only modification you need to do between having battery and having the rechargeable battery. If you want the normal batteries, like you want to use like it's intended to, you keep these contacts in. If you don't want it, you take the contacts out. Seems simple. We're going to keep the contacts in for testing purposes, and I'm going to put the battery in last. So before I put this shell on, you, click a little thing in there, and this should slide out. So, this just clicks into here, like that. Then, depending on which model you have, I assume I have this one. This comes with both ribbons for both models of the screen. I'm gonna have it out like that for now. Gonna slip it in. Oh. And we're just going to switch it on. Perfect. Not going to put a game in because obviously I don't have any... Oh. Was that me? Or was that it? Move my hands away. Game Boy, no logo, no Nintendo. Yep, that was me. It's just a very sensitive thing when it doesn't have the... Okay, that's excellent. You want to test like this before you do any installation, because obviously once you've started installing and soldering, if you've done something wrong, you now know it's you. If you do something wrong before testing this, you don't know it was you, and you then have to start dealing with, I need to prove that I did the right thing. What do we want to do first? Put the screen in first so I can actually keep you somewhat together. Alright. So I'm going to do this part first. So first of all, this is very important. Now, I did do a slight mod. If you look here, you'll see some nicks. There are some bumps on this side here. And there's a bump here, sort of on the opposite place. Those were blocking the screen when we're blocking this. That's one of the things that annoyed me, because it's not meant to be. Also, this thing looks like it is completely wrong compared to the instructions. I was also given either incorrect or old instructions to how this goes. So I'm assuming it's meant to go in like this. Because obviously you got the little bump there. That bump doesn't matter. It's also meant to be a bump that's meant to be the brace. Like this thing is meant to go here, but that bump at the bottom is also blocking it. So I'm not fully sure how that's meant to seed. But it doesn't matter. We'll just put it on. And as I said, I'll work on it as I work on it. So this is double-sided. So obviously peel off one side when you can. Try to not peel off the center. The center does pop out, but you want to keep it sort of in place, so you don't want the center to peel off. You just want it to brace. Yeah, like that. Perfect. Oh god, just remembered an old video that he made regarding building his own PC, the horror. I am hoping to save up. Actually, I'll do it in the corner. Quite. Oh, that's why it got stuck. Dang it, already things are going wrong. Come on. Okay. It's not perfect, but it's what I need it to be. Before I take that off, I want to test, because the way this is supposed to work is brace, brace. It's meant to slip in perfectly. But as you see, it doesn't. Oh, wrong way. Oh. No, it is the right way. I don't really need this bottom one, especially because that bump there is blocked. I probably should have cut that bump as well. I am intending, if I can save up for it, I might actually put that in just because that one wasn't the worst. Build a modern day Game Boy Color from not scratch. The board will be populated. I'm not going to be doing individual soldering on a stream because you guys do not want to watch that. I'm telling you now, you guys do not want to watch someone populate hundreds of tiny components onto a board. Come on. Now, I could try and fit this without sticking this stuff on, right? Problem is, this stuff also acts as dust protection. It's not only just an adhesive, it's a seal for dust protection. So you do want this thing on there. Yoink. So you kind of do want this thing. Now, I'm going to have to peel this off. Let's see if this... I see so many people have issues with these, yet me, I just... Oh, I did this wrong. I need to put you on first. Perfect. And while I'm here, where is it? Oh no, where did it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did I put it? Let's see. Yeah. Let's put the lens on. That way, I just want to measure it. Okay, so I'm aiming somewhat in the middle. And again, double-sided tape. Or it's already one-sided technically because it's already adhered to the other side that it's meant to adhere to. Why aren't you going in? Why aren't you going in? You're wanting to be funny with me. Hope those smears are on the outside and not on the in, because I didn't touch the inside at all. Did I get a bum screen? There's no way for me to have saw that without looking inside. My expertise in a lot of soldering goes as far as high school electronics made a little organ. That's not bad. It is on the inside. Why is the inside smudged? I've already done it. Can't undo it. But I guess I can. If I risk taking the screen out. As long as I'm careful here. One time I didn't. I actually successfully not interfered with the screen. It came pre-smudged. I don't want you to pop out. What is that? Might just be a problem with the plastic. Getting a dud is getting a dud. Now this screen is deciding to be dusty. Yeah, this is going to be a display one anyway. I'm not really going to be playing this one. I just like the shell. Alright. It is in. Let's do another test. Put the batteries in the right way. Right. Now the difficult part of getting this to clip in while it's inside, which I absolutely hate. Because it doesn't come in at the perfect angle anymore. It comes in slightly to the side. Do this any other way. This will be easier after the test, trust me. It's just doing it here and now with this. Nope, you don't want to work. Also don't want to bend the ribbon. I'm gonna have to do this the long way. hate this. I hate this so much. Okay. So we're essentially putting it back together as if we have, but not. Okay, we got something happening back there. Ah, there we go. Let's have the power and all that in properly. Alright, screen's not connected. Oh, yeah, it disconnected. Okay, let's try that again. Oh. I get the screen right, and the power cuts off. Alright, anyways, you can see it's working. Yes, these things are very fiddly. There's a reason why people charge to do this job. There's a reason why people charge to do this work. There's also a reason why I do these myself, because I can. By people charge, I mean myself. Now, I'm going to... Oh, don't go near the magnetic. These things are magnetic if you... Oh. These things are magnetic if you didn't know. See, I'm the opposite. Software I can't... Oh, okay. Software I can, sort of. Like, it's not hard, but I've modded this thing. Yes, I got this thing because I could. Because it was red. Because I could. And because they're the easiest 3DSs to mod. Main reason is just the SD card is like right there instead of under all this like in a normal 3DS. Don't know why they did it. It became a pain in the ass. Alright, soldering. I should have 3 wires here. I'll get some of the garbage out of the way. Your garbage. Your garbage. You're not and you're not. You are. Now, this is the part that's not necessary. Come here, little wire. I'm going to still do it because I can. They are all the same length. Alright. Now, I don't want to take this off. So I'm going to be ballsy as all hell and solder right onto this thing. But what I will do is put something under, because soldering onto that screen is not a good idea. Now TP2 I believe is select. I'm going to double check that quickly. I'm going to mute this so you don't hear it. Yeah, TP2. So one of these goes on TP2, which is the one that goes to the select port. Now TP2 does not have solder on it, so we'll put some solder on it. Ironically, I think TP1 was the one they used. They used start. Go onto it. Huh. Not you, I don't want to accidentally spray you. Where is it? What have you done to my baby, whoever modded this before me? Let's get rid of that clump. That's the first time I've seen something like that where it will not solder onto a pad. Too much solder, but screw it. I'll take too much over none. Right, that's perfect. Wire number 1. Okay, I gotta remember this is in reverse. If I remember right, it's the left. I'm gonna double check that as well. Left of each terminal. Yes, left facing me of each terminal. And I'm going to double check that. Yes, I'm looking up the bad instructions as we speak. Still going to follow them. They're still better than nothing. Yeah, so it's this one and this one. I hope. Now, I'm not going to put solder on these because these already have solder. Or maybe I should. Maybe I should a little bit. Just get them wet. Okay, neat. Let's see if I can do this one without needing to. I hope it does. At least these ones are taking the solder. Is my head in the way? No. Cool. Ooh. Right. Now, let's avoid hitting my head into the camera. Alright, now, easy one first. That's this one. Goes to select, or else I'm going to be screwing up my button configurations. Come here, wire. Going with the wrong sided hand. Got it. Now, the main difficult one. This is my left side, this is my right side, but this is reversed. So this is left. Does that sound logical, chat? This is the back, so this is left. There we go. Now, whether this was all worth it or not, that's a completely different story. Populate. Now, will I have my hopes dashed? No! They are not dashed. We do get a yellow on off. That is what I wanted. I'll take it all out for now. I can put you guys to the side with the others. I don't need you, I don't need you, I don't need you. I only need you 3. Membrane. Yes. Membrane comes with start and select. But not yellow! Ah! Feck! I got one wish, but I didn't get the other. Alright. I got one wish, but not the other. B is inside, A is outside. Alright. That's... there is one more thing I'm supposed to do, which I should have done before. Okay. Where is it? Yeah. So, protective layer, basically a thermal layer that's supposed to go on the back of the screen. I should have done it before I did the solar, but it's not the worst thing to do now. Yep, easy peasy. Now. Oh, there is something I want to do first. Let's give that mic. I was going to say microphone, but it's a speaker. We're not dealing with a DS. A bit of a clean. Whoever modded this before me did a decent job of that. These things are usually much, much filthier. Okay. Let's get the speaker in. Okay, let's try and get the speaker in and keep it. You're supposed to stick out the top. The wires settled themselves in pretty nicely. Oh, I forgot something. I think I can still do it. The little cushion that goes in here. Feeling something. There we go. Alright. It's popping back out, but that should fix once we screw it all in now. Let's see what screws I get, because we're obviously missing one from the original build. Which is incredibly frustrating, but that's the world we live in. Oh! I forgot the light terminal. That back in again. Ah, like a glove. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, looks like we have the center ones as well. 6 long ones, 1 black one for the battery, and 3 for the actual board. Okay. Now something's popping up on this side. Right, doesn't matter. Let's do this. First time screwing in, so they're going to be not loose. You're going to have to work your way in because you're initially creating the threads. With most metal into plastic, you don't want to go all the way in. I tend to go in a bit, get it seated, and then press in, and then quarter turn back. It sounds complex. It's not. It's just about being gentle, careful, and then obviously checking the front to make sure you didn't crack anything. That one always gives me trouble. And yes, I can solve these by getting better equipment. I know, I know, I know. Ooh. What was that? Felt something there. Okay, that felt right that time. No, no cracks. Looks fine. Let's go. Not all the way. Yeah, like I left plenty of gap there. Just to make sure, and then a little bit back. This one's not getting in right. Thought I was already, there we go. A little bit back. Going a bit too far back, I think. And that middle one now is very loose. I think that's good enough. My old DS Lite has broke the shell around the hinges. At the moment, I am only planning to use it to transfer Pokemon from Gen 3 to Gen 4, but I'm considering getting it fixed down the line. Hold on. So, is it just a crack like that sort of thing? Where it's just crack on the shell out here, and out here? That one is a badly done mod as well. Alright. All I have is to put the back shell on, which means now I take this out. So this is the part where you do the mod. This is literally the mod for the battery mod. You literally take this out, as I said at the beginning. Then it should slip out. Like that. So I would hold on to this. I usually put it in the box with the battery mod as well, just to make sure that, you know, you've got everything right. Did I clip those in correctly? No, I did not. I'm glad I checked that. All right. So, oh, let's not forget this stuff. If you get these new, you do have to put the contacts in for the shoulder buttons. They're not that hard to do, and once they're in forever. Yeah, so if you see these ones, they still got them in. Yeah, they're fairly simple. Grab this. You want the bump facing outward, so there's a bump there. You can't see it on the screen. and you just slip it into the slot. Not that difficult, not that hard. Bump facing out. Slip it into the hole. And yeah, let's do this quickly. Obviously right instead to left. So I've got the wire here for that button. You just got to be careful it's not in the way, and that you're not pressing anything with this. Perfect. I always mix up which side has the hole. It's this side, so the hole goes to there. Oh, well, there's a little slot in it. I should remember it that way. And let's not have it as on. Let's have it on the off. Okay. We are at the home stretch. This was not... I'm not going to finish that sentence. Again, because this is the first time I'm threading them, they're going to be a little bit harder to do. I'm just going to get them locked a little bit and then tighten as I go. Does it need to be, like, I'm saying gentle, but I don't mean gentle as in, like, oh god, that's going to get clipped. I mean gentle as in being careful. There's a difference between being appropriately forceful and, you know, not being gentle or not being careful. So I think I'm going to go for it. It's coming out pretty good. I don't know how I felt about having another transparent one, because obviously the advances were all... Actually, no, there was the purple transparent one. Yeah, if you want to send a video or photos, I'm happy to help. That's what I do. But if it's just a crack in the shell, I wouldn't bother. Being honest, they're gonna happen. I'm not a fan of the flip hinges. Like, I love the DS, I love my 3DS, I love my other DS, or my other 3DS. I have the DSi. This is a DSi, isn't it? No, this is DS version 2. This is DS Lite. Yep, the version 2. I have a DS Lite, I now have the 2DS, and I have original 3DS and 3DS XL. I do intend on getting an original and a DSi just to have the collection. But that's all for a version of me that has the money to spare at the time. Alright, so now tighten, but not too tight. Remember, because it's metal and plastic, you just want it to be holding it, not squeezing it. You don't want each bolt to be pressing, because obviously when metal is trying to press against plastic, you can guess what's going to lose. Okay, this is not going in right. Okay, it just didn't screw it in enough. Which I'll do now. It's hard when you don't have the threads to tell when you've bottomed out. I'm obviously missing the middle one here, which is why that's popping out a bit. Alright, let's put the last one in. Now this one you may want to be a little bit tight on, because you want as much space in here as possible for the battery. So you don't want too much sticking out or making space or making gap. This black one seems to be really good just for the Game Boy Advances. I don't know why. A little bit loose here. Yeah, see, I don't mind coming back. I don't mind coming in and rechecking stuff, as long as I'm going slow, careful, and not possibly risking shattering anything. So like I found that I was loose here on this one, even though I felt like I had gone really in. I'd rather be too much out than too much in. I'd rather go out and go in piece by piece until I get it in just right. Alright, now, this is fairly simple. Custom back with the hole for the USB-C port, which you will see here. Battery, the circuit board stapled to a lithium battery. You do have to attach the heatsink on, which I'll do now because I would like a heatsink. Oh, let's do it on screen. Just follow the shape of the square on the board. Now, make sure you attach the battery in, like so. Do not, a lot of mistakes I see, do not use these on lithium battery terminals. There is exposed metal there. This is one giant chunk of metal. Connecting together, batteries going through this. Won't hurt you, might hurt the battery. Battery's lithium. These things pop. When they pop, they also pop. So wire is a bit long. I tend to just fold it in under this little gap here. Then just make sure the terminals connect with the terminals. Make sure you're not pinching the wires too much. I can pop that in with push those under the board if they want to go in. Sometimes stubbornness. Then, and as I said, this thing isn't designed for it, so there's going to be a bulge. But take a look. Charging battery. Don't know why it's pulsating. That might be an issue. Let's find out. Yep. That is unfortunate. Oh. Battery's not in right. I have you upside down? No, I don't. I know what I'm doing. Okay. That looks right. Let's shove these under here this time. I might need to tape that. So again, the terminals here connect to the terminals there. Go into the side. Pop it in. ignore, well not ignore, but you know, get rid of the wire, slip it in. That one actually went in a bit smoother. Let's get that cable again. Let's see this time. There we go. Alright. It's charging. But do we have... We don't! Ah, what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? Oh. Okay. Okay! I didn't click this far enough. Technically my error. I'm thinking, what the... This thing is so simple to put in. How did I screw up fitting it in? Like, I'm sitting there going, what the hell did I do wrong? My other thought was going to be whoever modded this had issues. Beautiful backlit screen, not dealing with that front light one. Sounds good. I don't care about changing the mod. What do you think, guys? I know this is the cliche one, the yellow with the green, but it's Minish caps. You have to have the yellow with the green, right? Screen looks like it's aligned right. Let's try out some buttons. I love these screens, but they're so hard on a string. Down, left, right, up. That's a power issue. That's a power issue. Oh, he must have done... He or she must have done something when... Okay, let's see if I keep my hands off the batteries. Alright. Because I kind of fucked that mod. Up, down. So start works. Yes, I'm running indoors. Leave me alone. It's a mod and I love it. It's one of the best parts of this mod that you can run indoors. Select works. Alright, what do you use left and right for in this again? Let's get a bag. Do you use left and right for this? What do you use left and right for in this game? You don't use these in this game, do you? Okay, let's see if we have another power issue. I want to be able to use this. Let's go to leaf green. Do I have... Yes, because I own a copy of leaf green. Where is it? And I'll put Minish caps on as the final. Oh, fire red. I own fire red. I keep forgetting which ones I own. I bought a copy of Black and White 2 thinking I had Black and White... I bought Black 2 thinking I had White 2. But I ended up having Black 2. And now I'm stuck with the second Black 2. No, they're used for this one. They are used in this one. They're used for the help. Yeah. They are used in fire red, leaf green. Yeah, this thing's very sensitive. And there's some dirt here, that the ones I was trying to rub out, but alright. Because I usually just back up my games and chuck them onto this thing using my trusty... I'm going to show it off. My little boy. Oh, my little... Yeah, my little boy. So, just plug a legit game in here, connect it here to the PC, make a backup. I can back up the saves, chuck them onto my flash card. I have a backup copy of my legit game. I can play my saves on here. I don't have to damage my legit copies of games. I keep them nice and protected and safe, and I'm a happy camper. And let us finish off with some Minish caps. Like I said, I'm not happy that I got a scuffed lens. but honestly, this thing's going to be more display than anything. And yeah, I'm happy with how this turned out. Let's do a couple of... Yeah, there's I felt that there. When I'm clean, yeah, you see the flickering when it transitions. That's because there's a little bit of wiggle room. But that's not the worst thing. To be honest, that is not the worst thing. I'm still happy with this. It is not my my poster child, my glorious, glorious one that I built last with all the upgrades. But yeah, the thing I find is the ones with the image on them, like this, tend to be the ones that are the hardest shells to mod with. They make custom shells for most of the screens and the batteries, but then they don't make those with these. They usually use leftover old versions of shells. Yeah, but to be honest, I wanted a challenge. I hate that the thing that got me is just something that's pre-damaged. I can't really fix that, but I don't really care to. Actually, I forgot to show from the sides how you see it. There's no gaps. It's pretty clean. You don't see any of the lights from the edges. Oh, the other one I did had light coming out from the top. I guess, yeah. So, cutting those two edge clips on the side made a big difference. This thing seals on perfectly when you've clipped those guys. And I may have even clipped the bottom one, but I don't think I needed... I don't think I needed this. The adhesive itself will hold it into place. You just got to make sure you put it into place in the right spot, which I obviously did. Yeah, I'm really happy with how this turned out. I'm really proud of it. This is just going to be a display one, just because I wanted the Zelda. You know what? Let's finish this off properly. I hate decals, but am I even peeling it right? No, I'm not. Shit. This thing isn't coming off right. I already wrecked these things. Fuck, this thing's already wrecked? Fuck the decals. I hate decals anyway. Mainline games from Gen 3 onwards. I recently bought a copy of Gen 3 and 4 games to complete the collection of mainline games. Oh, which ones? I currently, for Gen 4, need Pearl Platinum, because I usually get one of every one. But I'll pack up in a second. Jeez, this only took me an hour. I'm getting fairly good at this, and I'm proud of myself. Right. Just so I know these go with this. But yeah, I'm really happy with how the mod for this came out. It let me update it because it came pre... The only problem I had with this is meant to be the Omega Ruby one, and I thought it comes with Omega Ruby inbuilt, but it doesn't. Sapphire, Leaf Green, Diamond, Soul Silver. That Diamond might have cost you a bit. Sapphire, Leaf Green go for about 100. Diamond, I think, goes for about that. Soul Silver, did you get the boxed one or the boxed one, or did you get the... I'll keep these as usual, just as protection for them. Oh, did I take out the game? Yes, I did. Also, in chat, if you want to see me muck around with this thing, my cart read writer, let me know. I might do a video on that. I've got a couple of blanks coming in for what's it called? For Game Boy Advances. I have a couple of the Let's Play ones, but they come batteryless, and that annoys the crap out of me. But yeah, if you want to see, and also if you just want to see anything else in particular, if there's anything specific you want to watch me make or do that you think's in my wheelhouse, only thing really stopping me most times is cost of product. You know what? I'm going to keep that because that is still double-sided tape, technically. Maybe binning things. Yeah, that bundle of games objective prints should have cost you quite a bit. I'm still doing that slowly. I'm going back and trying to go up. The next one I need to get is Emerald. Emerald's the next one I'm going for. Like a crazy idiot. Emerald's gonna cop me at least 250. Oh, I should turn that soldering iron off because I don't need it. Oh, I forgot to do something. I forgot to do something. I forgot to see if the soldering worked. So, select. Brighter. Dimmer. I could have just tested the R and L in freaking Emerald by using that. But I don't know if you could see that on the camera. You're not seeing it very well, but you can see it shift. Yeah, you do see it get brighter. Yeah. Okay. I soldered it right. I did do 100%. With manual, but no Walker 200. Yeah, Diamond 250. Damn, that's gone up higher. Leaf green, sapphire in box. Manual quote. Yeah, boxed is a bit more. For GBA, I'm just getting them loose. Like, I have my loose emerald that was around here somewhere. Where did I put it? Yeah, I've got my loose ruby. Obviously, the emerald I have on that is a mod because I wanted the one that has all the Pokemon available in the game. If I put this in correctly. No, I did put it in correctly. Why aren't you closing? Yeah. Yeah, next one I'm hunting for is emerald when I can afford it. Then leaf green. These I'm just going for loose. I'm not going to bother with box. I might try and get the manual of Gen 1, 2, and 3 just to have the manuals because they're pretty. I don't care about the box, but I do like books. I am a big fan of games should come with books. I was literally complaining about it 2 seconds ago, or before I started the stream. Thing I loved about Guild Wars is getting an actual novel. Like, an actual novel to read about the world. But yeah, I'm very happy with that. I'm proud of my work. Now, let us see. Who we raid?